Hi, I'm Morgan Davis, Associate Editor at NexChange, and I'm here today with April Rudin, and she is moderating an FRA event about the next generation. So, you started your business about 7 years ago in the middle of a financial crisis, or right when the financial crisis was kicking off. Why did you do that? How did that work out for you?
Well, I guess I didn't think about the financial crisis because otherwise, had I thought about the financial crisis, I may not have started my business then. But one thing I did realize is that the intersection of things that I was paying attention to was happening, which was an increase in the importance of next gen, the influx of technology, and the huge amount of wealth that was being transferred and talked about. And so I guess I was paying attention to those signals rather than the actual Wall Street signal.
How have you seen the change over the past few years as far as how receptive your clients are and other people are in the industry to taking on some of the millennial marketing, if you will?
Well, it's certainly been rewarding to see them change and change quickly. I mean, when I first started my business 7 years ago, many people were not very receptive, or if they were receptive, they simply wanted to hear what I had to say. They would take my proposal and promptly file it, either in the place that you're thinking about in the garbage, or they would file it in their drawer just to say that they'd actually learned something about it, but they actually didn't do anything about it. So it is exciting today to see many more people offering many more entry points to baby boomers through millennials.
What do you think is still missing? What are the big points, whether it's small firms, startups, or the big traditional banks that we know it that are still not quite getting yet?
Well, there's a lot missing actually. What's mainly missing is getting away from the one size fits all, so that there has to be many different entry points for big banks, especially because they offer so many products and services, and they need to be able to offer them through a hyper localized way. So it's taking the big brands and hyper localizing them to their local markets, whether they be local globally or wherever they're located. It's creating the ability to connect with people on a local basis.
What are your biggest peeves? What are the worst buzzwords in the industry right now?
I think Robo Advisor is the one I hate the most. I actually tweeted once that I got $1 for every time I was at a conference and somebody used the term Robo Advisor. I can't imagine anything more non-descriptive. Of course, everybody would want somebody to use some kind of an algorithm or portfolio modeling or a computer to manage their portfolio. So some of these terms are just created by people who I think who are afraid of technology. So I would say robo-advisor and social media are my two big pet peeves. Social media itself is really dead, but the idea of marketing and using the internet and using those platforms is very much alive. And for people that don't understand that marketing has changed, they really need to wake up and smell the coffee.